The biggest tip I can give you when it comes to day trading is this. You can never, ever, ever make it your main thing. The moment that you make day trading everything that you do in life, like your main mission, it don't even work anymore. Everything starts falling apart, I'm telling you, because everything in day trading is very A or B. It's very binary. It's black and white. It's you either made money or you lost money. I don't think there's anything as break even. Even though we say that term in day trading, there's no such thing as just not making money. There's just losing, because the trade you took was designed to make money. So if it did not make you money, it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. So at the end of the day, every single decision that you make when it comes to day trading is either a win or a loss. And when you obsess over the idea of day trading, when you get very, very in that mindset of I'm a day trader, a lot of people do this. I did it when I was newer at day trading. You start to get very critical of yourself, and it becomes very unhealthy, because you look at the decisions that you made that were bad, because there are going to be bad ones, and you start to almost bully yourself, almost be like, why did I do that? Because the impact is not only psychological and emotional, it's also financial. So it's so heavy on you. And I don't think we're designed to be able to endure that type of pressure as human beings. I don't think it's healthy for us to constantly call ourselves out on a very critical level. But when you look at day trading as something that's just going to generate you extra money, it's something that's going to build you wealth instead of make you rich. It's more of like a hobby for you. It becomes a lot better. Everything starts to fall into place, because you're not necessarily so pressured in the environment that you're in. And I think that there are people out there that have made money from the ground up. There are definitely those stories out there. I was not one of them. I made my money in insurance before I went into day trading. But I'm gonna tell you, there are people out there that do that. They are exceptions. They are not people that you should look at and say, oh, this person did it so I can do it. They are very, very far and few. They are rare, and you should not emulate your life and your success off of them. You should try to be like everyone else that actually has a general level success. And the majority of people that I know that have success in day trading don't necessarily have the mindset of doing it full time. And ironically, they generate more money with day trading than their full-time job. Right now, I make more money day trading than all my businesses combined. And my point with this is, the only reason I do that is because I don't make day trading my main thing. Friendly tip for you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, trading is the most boring thing ever. It's so lame, it's so miserable. I wake up every single day, hop on the charts. I'm looking at graphs, indicators, the same number go up and down, back and forth. I'm reading news about countries I can't even pronounce. All these internet influencers are glorifying trading, saying it's so much fun, saying it's the most amazing thing ever. If you got the right system, if you got the right blueprint, the only enjoyable thing about it is making the money. The rest of the process is just like a job. It's boring as fuck. And the thing about making money is you can make money in a lot of different ways. I'm just being honest with you here. Don't kill the messenger. You can make money as a plumber, a surgeon, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is. I just found that trading makes me the most amount of money. I've been able to make more money than all of those professions combined trading every single day. And I'm here to drop a dose of reality on you. If you're going to get into trading because you think it's fun, because you can work from home and you can relax, I'm going to tell you something. It is a lot of sacrifice, it is a lot of time, and it's a lot of struggle. But you can afford to buy nice things like this penthouse here. There's a part of every trading journey where you're just losing money, where every trade you take is an L. It's just L after L after L. And you're doing all the right things. You're following all the right signals. You're trying to be smart about the way you're going about it, but nothing is breaking. You think that things are going to go well, and you maybe make even a little bit of money on a trade, and you're like, man, I'm making a step forward, and then boom, you lose everything. And I'm gonna tell you something, I don't know a lot of profitable traders. I don't really meet a lot of profitable traders. Most of the guys I see on the internet are just straight snake oil salesmen. They sell you courses, but I'm gonna tell you something, okay? The ones that are profitable, it's the biggest flex in the world. It is the biggest cheat code to just pick up a phone. This ain't a phone, but boop, 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 make some money. I get it. It looks awesome. It is awesome. But there was a period in their life where they were just losing. And if you can kind of withhold that, you can withstand that. That took me 3 years. It took me 3 years where I was just losing money. If you can stick that out, it is amazing from there. But you have to go through that period. One of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to trading is that you need to have a really high win rate in order to be a profitable trader. And it's good to have a high win rate. There's nothing wrong with that. But I know guys that have an 80, 90% win rate. They put it in their Instagram bios and they're still broke as fuck. They don't make any money. And I know guys that have a 30% win rate. In fact, one of my biggest months, I had a 35% win rate, and you're still making a lot of money. And the reality is, it comes down to your risk and reward ratio. If you are going to hold the bag when the bag is going down, when you are losing in a trade, and you're not willing to cut out, then you're most likely going to be on the side of unprofitable. On the other side of that, if you're willing to cut out profits very quickly, you're not going to make a lot of money. And if you have a combination of these things where you're more of a hopeful trader and you're holding it and you're hoping for it to come up and you're willing to cut out when it's break even or just make a little bit of money, you're not going to make money in trading. You have to push the trade. You have to really extract as much value as you can out of the position and really know where your proper levels are, where it's going to reject, where it's going to stop. That is the key to trading. And until you get to that zone, you don't stop. There are trades that I take that are like 40%, 30%, because that's the max I know that I can make from that trade. And there are other trades that I'm like, it's 300% up. We still got room to grow. We still got some motion to have. So understand, risk to reward is everything when it comes to being a profitable trader. There's no better time to upgrade your life than Saturday at 2 a.m. This is where champions are made. No text, no distractions, no nonsense. Everybody else is fucking off. They're partying, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're lounging, they're boozing, they're sleeping, they're jerking off. They're doing everything else but getting better. And you're getting better while they're getting worse. Maybe that's ego, maybe that's cockiness, but I love it when people have fun. Go on your vacation, go have fun, go while out at spring break. So I can catch up, or I can just get so far ahead to where you're just punching the air when you see me come out next year. I love Saturday at 2 a.m. for productivity. There's a different energy in the air. It is straight vibes, like locking in with your computer, getting shit done. You can't beat it. Trading is not as enjoyable as you think. I think people make it out to be this amazing, wonderful thing where you can generate money from your phone. And yes, that is there. I think it is amazing in that aspect, but you have to learn to love that. I think on a natural level, it's a very miserable thing. Waking up every single day before the market opens, getting your news, getting everything in order, looking at the data, looking at new information that's coming out, and then jumping on charts where you can potentially lose money and you're playing with a lot of risk. It's not necessarily a fun thing. It's not necessarily enjoyable. And then if you're a good trader, you're on the market all day. You're pretty much sitting on the charts from open to close, watching things go down. You're obsessive, you're crazy about it. And then after the market closes, you're looking at how things react at the overnight session and how they're moving when you're not on the charts. So it's a very much 24-hour, 24/7 type job, and it kills a lot of things in your life. It kills your relationship, it kills your personal, enjoyability of life, but it allows you to have so much money to where you can retire early and then operate off passive income. Trading ODTE contracts, the truth about it, I make a shitload of money trading ODTE contracts. If you look at my stories, if you look at my gains, I have a lot of winners from ODTE contracts, but they are not for the weak. They require you to have big balls, and I'm not here to peer pressure anybody. I'm not here to be mean or convince you in a negative way. It's not like reverse psychology. They are not for everyone. If you have the stamina, the mental toughness to trade ODTE, you can make a shitload of money, unrealistic amounts of gains with the stock market. You can print money from thin air. However, you need to be good at technical analysis. You need to be able to hold even when things are not going your way because you understand the general trend of the market. And more than anything else, you need to be able to handle the losses. ODTE plays will hurt you. They will be quick losses very, very fast. In a minute, you can lose thousands, if not tens of thousands. If you're in my case, hundreds of thousands of dollars. But if you do it the right way, over a long period of time, you are making ridiculous amounts of money. You are printing money from thin air. The reason that you're not making money is because you invest in the wrong things. You put your time, money, effort, energy into everything that does not make you money. You're spending money on Louis Vuitton. You're spending money on bottle service sections. You're spending money on your girlfriend's anniversary, even though she's cheating on you with the neighbor in the back. You have no idea what you're doing with your life. But you choose not to invest in the things that are actually designed to make you money. If something is going to even remotely make me a little bit of money, I'm like, let me go spend it, because very few things in life are actually going to net you a positive result. The food, the luxuries, traveling, vacations, they don't really make you money. They're just for you to enjoy and to spend and to exist. But if something is an investment, if something is going to teach you a skill, if something is going to bring you up to a higher level to where you can feed your family in a better way, why the fuck would you not do it? And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about anything out there. I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about fitness. I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about motivation. Fuck the stock trading for a second. Do the things that are going to make you better. Do the things that are going to make you richer, and invest your money in the right places. That's the only way you're going to elevate in life. There are days like this where you don't trade the market. Even though you want to make money, even though you want to get rich, there are days that you just got to sit on your ass and do absolutely nothing because it's just chop, chop, chop. The biggest thing that people lose on when it comes to options contracts is not necessarily that the stock is going the other way, because you're going to cut out, you're going to get rid of it. The biggest thing is it chops and you have hope and you think, oh, maybe price is going to move in my favor. Maybe eventually, once buyers step in or sellers come in, it's going to move in the direction that I want it to move. And that's what gets you guys fucked up. The hopium is the worst drug when it comes to trading, and it gets guys chopped up out of their own trades, out of their own profits, and out of trading altogether.